ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्तदामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः सुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः. All of you should have chapter 6 in your hand. Do you? Okay, call these bookshop people, give it one copy to each and they have to buy it today. Can you call them? Bookshop. Get chapter 6 and give it to all of them. And if they don't bring it next time, sell again. If they don't bring the third day, again, sell again. That's the only way they will remember to buy it. Bring it. We'll chant from the first verse. Adashashto together. Adashashto dhyayaha Shri Bhagavan-uvacha Anashrita karma phalam karyam karma karoti yaha sasannyasi cha yogi cha na niragnirna chakriyaha yam sannyāsamidhi prāhuhu yogam tam vidhi pandava nahya sannyasya sankalpaha yogi bhavati kaschana ārurukṣormunir-yogam karma karanamuchyate yogarūಢasya tasyaiva श्रमकारणामुच्यते यथा किलेन्द्रियार्थेषु न कर्मस्वनुषज्यते सर्वसङ्कल्पसन्न्यासी योगारूढस्तदोच्यते उद्धरेदात्मनात्मानं नात्मानमवसादयेत् आत्मैव ह्यात्मनो बन्धुः आत्मैव रिपुरात्मनः बन्धुरात्मात्मनस्तस्य येनात्मैवात्मना जितः अनात्मनस्तु शत्रुत्वे वर्तेदात्मैव शत्रुवत् जितात्मनः प्रशान्तस्य परमात्मा समाहितः शीतोष्णसुखदुःखेषु तथा मानापमानयोः ज्ञानविज्ञानतृप्तात्मा कूटस्थो विजितेन्द्रियः युक्त इत्युच्यते योगी समलोष्टाश्मकाञ्चनः सुहृन्मित्रारुदासीन मध्यस्थद्वेष्यबन्धुषु साधुष्वपि च पापेषु समबुद्धिर्विशिष्यते योगी युञ्जीत सततम् आत्मानं रहसि स्थितः एकाकी यतचित्तात्मा निराशीरपरिग्रहः शुचो देशे प्रतिष्ठाप्य स्थिरमासनमात्मनः नात्युच्छ्रितं नातिनीचं चैलाजिनकुशोत्तरं तत्रैकाग्रं मनः कृत्वा यतचित्तेन्द्रियक्रियः उपविश्यासने युञ्ज्याद् योगम् आत्मविशुद्धये समं कायशिरो ग्रीवं धारयन्नचलं स्थिरः सम्प्रेक्ष्य नासिकाग्रं स्वं दिशश्चानवलोकयन् प्रशान्तात्मा विगतभिः ब्रह्मचारिव्रते स्थितः मनः संयम्यमच्चित्तः युक्त आसीत मत्परः. We have seen up to that in the last Bhagavad-Gita year. This chapter is on meditation, and as we have seen, there is a lot of hype about meditation usually. If we conduct any class on spirituality, I think nobody would attend. Very less people. It's a meditation. There will be 100 people. The reason is nobody knows how to do it. Meaning, if those who have not studied properly, they think just sitting there quietly, silently, thinking about nothing, or thinking that they are not thinking about nothing, that is what they call it a meditation. Or they may hold the breath for some time and they think that something will happen. All sort of gimmicks they do, except standing upside down or sitting upside down, whatever. So what happens is, the purpose of meditation, when it is not properly understood, the focus of meditation is not properly understood, then it becomes a physical exercise, a physical activity. Sitting quietly, switching off the light, etc., and closing the eyes, not seeing anything, hearing anything, and just physically quiet and sitting, not doing anything, is considered as meditation. That you do even in sleep. Yes, Swamiji, I do 6 to 8 hours of meditation in the night. That is the time. The world is totally at peace because you are all asleep. We are all asleep and therefore the world is quiet. It's like the whole of India is very quiet when the parliament is in session. Because all those people who create trouble are all inside there somewhere. So the Rakshasas, when they are not active, the world will be peaceful only. Is it not at home when you have children moving around, pulling here, there, and all those things, and night comes, quiet. Why? Those fellows who make all this agitating and disturbing the whole place is now sleeping. Now, why do we feel so fresh in the morning? Because the mind has taken rest, body also has taken rest. So this restfulness of the mind and the body that we gain in sleep is not meditation. That is the reason why Bhagavan Krishna takes so much effort to explain what this is. In the chapter 6, before he embarks to talk about the higher nature of the reality, we must get prepared. It is like for a long journey, if you are getting ready in a car, we get ready with the car. We have to see whether the fuel is sufficient and whether the air pressure in the tires are okay and then everything works. If let us say that you are going cross country by car, so you have to make sure that the car is physically ready. In the same way, there is certain amount of physical aspect, no doubt, is there as a part of meditation, as a practice. But more important than the physical fitness is the flight of the mind. The mind has to take off, not to go to sleep. It is just the opposite. In sleep, the mind is not functioning at all. it is, along with the body, it is non-functional. Whereas in meditation, the mind soars to a different level of consciousness. It is not unconscious, it is not subconscious, it is higher consciousness, for which the preparations are necessary at the psychological level as well. So therefore, when Bhagavan Krishna says, Samam kaya shirogrivam dharayan nachalam stiraha sampreksha nasikagram swam dishasthanavalokayan, he actually explains what the physical posture should be. Samam kaya shirogrivam, keeping your head, neck and the trunk of the body in straight line. Most of you are sitting like a question mark. Straighten up. Without the support of the backrest. Samam kaya shiro grivam dharayan. Dharayan means holding to that position. We will be two minutes will be there. After that, slowly. It's because we have not practiced this. So this practice at the physical level, having that straight posture, erect posture, samam kaya shiro grivam dharayan, achalam, unmoving, not like a tangible doll. Achalam, stiraha, not getting up and walking anywhere else. Achalam, first of all, not moving, physically getting up. Stiraha means steady. Nasika agram, and keeping your mental eyes focused on the tip of your own nose, not somebody else's nose. Sampreksha nasika agram swam. Krishna is very clear. Swam nasika agram. He is very clear about your own tip of the nose. Dishasta anavalokaya, not looking here and there. So why not say close the eyes? Then you are not looking here and there. No, he is very careful about that. Even as you close your eyes, you will be looking. Is it not true? Yes or no? How do you see the dream? Swamiji, open eyes. And that is during daytime. What about night? Do you see the dreams at all? Yes. With what? With what? With what? Which eyes? Not these pair of eyes. In your mental eye, you will be seeing things. So what he means by that is, the eyes, even if physically are closed, mental eye will be open for you to see your dream or imagine things that are going to happen, what you want to see, what you want to enjoy, everything will be there. Or the movie that you saw before going to sleep will be coming. You are the hero there. So all that should be stopped. Therefore, keep the eyes focused on, mental eye, focused on something which is closest to you. So in your mind, better close your eyes, not now, but when you close your eyes, keep your mind's attention at the tip of the nose, not here, here. It is to dishasta anavalokin. Therefore, the eyes internally also does not move. I do not move. And when you are sitting there, now comes the mind part of it. Prashanta Atma, peaceful. Vigata bihi, without fear. Brahmachari vrate stitaha, abiding in the state of self-control. Brahmachari vrate stitaha, manasayamya, keeping his mind under control. Machittaha, thinking about me. Yukta asita, matparaha yukta asita, keeping me. Me here does not mean Vasudeva Putra, Vasudeva Krishna, but the highest reality, Supreme Brahman, he representing. That as the supreme goal, let him sit down. So here, the focus is given. What is the purpose of sitting in meditation? Not just being quiet, but keeping the Lord as the goal. keeping Bhagavan as the goal to be reached, keeping the Lord as the goal to be reached. Mat paraha. In our life, so many other different goals we have. Material goals, professional goals, family goals. We may have, and we are working so hard throughout the day. But then when you are sitting for meditation, those goals are irrelevant. Don't sit for meditation so that you will become a better professional. No. Better husband. Definitely not. So, but the idea of sitting meditation is not to become a better husband or a better professional, or though it will have its own effect on anything that you do. But the intention of meditation is not to become an efficient manager or anything like that. Here, in this context. Here it is that individual soul I am. I am not a husband or a wife or a brother or a sister or a son or a daughter of anyone. I am a soul. I am an individual soul seeking its own fulfillment. Here I am playing a role as so and so, but that is only temporary. My intention of sitting for meditation is to move ahead from who I am right now as a suffering individual soul, suffering in every situation, to an individual who is free from all these shackles of the mind. Therefore, manasayamya, meaning rejecting all roles that you play for a while. Not a husband I am, not a wife I am. Mano buddhya hankara chittani naham nacha shrotra jitve nacha grana netre. Not this, all that I have been associated with throughout the day, throughout everything that I do, that's not I am. I am that presence here which is presently caught up in its own vasanas, acting through the body, mind, intellect, interacting with the world of objects, emotion and thoughts, and experiencing as perceiver, feeler and a thinker. So this I am presently not experiencing it. I am only caught up in this world of vasanas or maya, and therefore I seek to be free, not rejecting the world, but rising above it. So, maya manasayam amachittaha yuktaha, such a person of integrated understanding, asita may sit matparaha, keeping me as the goal. Yunjan evam sadatmanam yogi vigadamanasaha. Such a person, because Krishna had to say what would be the result of such a practice. Because we cannot do anything without being aware of what will be the end result? What will be the end result? Anything that we take, what do we ask? What did you do for me? Without that, nobody will take up any endeavor. So therefore, Krishna here points out, Yunjan evam sadatmanam yogi vigata kalmashaha shantim nirvana paramam matsamstam adhigacchati. Shantim nirvana paramam matsamstam. My state, Krishna says, which is paramam shanti, nirvana paramam. This ignorance-less, defectless, pure peace. That state he will reach. He doesn't say that you will get a lot of money, you will get this, you will be praised by the world and this. No, you will obtain peace. So the purpose of meditation is not anything else other than reaching the state of the Lord, which is of the nature of pure bliss and peacefulness. Now, that peace is not just the absence of problems. Is it not that we think that, oh, I've been suffering with this or that, mentally I am suffering some sorrows, or my business is not doing well, or my children are never listening to me, my husband, don't even ask that. So this kind of a relationship-oriented or profession-oriented or world-oriented sorrows absent, that peace is what we know. And that's why we escape to vacation. For some time at least, all these daily routines are not there. Go for a cruise. So go there for first day you are happy and excited. Third day onwards, second day onwards, seeing the same sea, nothing happening. Everywhere there is only sea. Then you start wondering who the people are. That fellow, when I was lying down on the sun, he was making mockery of me. I have a big stomach, I don't know. I know that, big tummy. But he did not laugh at me for like that. His wife, your wife would say, only way to make sure that nobody laughs at you is, you know how? Yes, how? Close your eyes. Then you will not see who is laughing at you. So, all these worldly problems will be there wherever you go. You may move away from one set of people to run away from their prejudices, and another set of people will start. Don't escape. Rise above. So, rising above all the unavoidable vicissitudes of life is to elevate our consciousness in such a way nobody can touch it. Nobody can even reach there. That's why Shantim Nirvana Param, a state where nobody else can touch you there. Nobody can even enter that area. That state of consciousness where you will not be affected by any one of those. Now, while thus talking about this, suddenly he comes back to the physical aspect of it, because Gurudev used to say, when you are practicing meditation, dhyana abhyas, when you are practicing meditation, what you have to do is get prepared for it throughout the day. It is not a half-an-hour job which you do on a daily basis as meditation. That's why it is not like prayer. Prayer is when you go to a temple or early morning, you stand in front of God and ask for this or that. And then I'm done. God, I'm done with you for the day. Our deal is half an hour, I'm just looking at you and talking to you, that's all. It's not like that. Because it is an inner transformation. And the transformation takes place so slowly. And the slow transformation has to take place with your effort. And that effort has to be put consistently. There is a difference between continuous and consistent. I think I'll explain last time also. Consistency is what is important. Doing that regularly versus continuously. So the energy or the strength with which you do should be consistently there. Therefore, Krishna says, your daily activities must also be looked into. Don't overeat. Na ati ashnataha asti yogaha. Na atyashnatastu yogosti. Please chant with me the verse 16. Na atyashnatastu yogosti. Na chaikantamanashnataha. Na chadi swapnashilasya. Jagrato naiva charjuna. Natyashnatastu yogosti. Na chaikantamanashnataha. Na chadi swapnashilasya. Jagrato naiva charjuna. Adi ashnataha yogaha na asti, na cha ekantam anashnataha. A person who eats too much, also a person who eats very less, cannot have meditation. So Bhagavan Krishna here is very moderate. He walks the middle path. As Lord Buddha also, when he decided to practice solitude, ekant, he obviously did go away from people and other things, and then he decided to fast, thinking that body is the problem. The body is the one which is born. Body is the one for which we are working so much. Body is the one which is finally going to die. Therefore, death is for the body, old age is for the body, suffering is for the body. And birth onwards, sarvam kshanikam kshanikam, sarvam dukkham dukkham, sarvam dukkham. That's how he approached it. All this study of Vedas and other things, keep it aside. He did not go by that path. He said, what is that which is causing trouble to me, this body? Therefore, he decided, let me not identify with this physical body. Having decided, he went on fasting. Hardly ate anything. So, when you do such kind of a crazy thing, to start with, everybody will be at Mahatma did not eat at all. Mahatma, even a beggar doesn't eat. So people have taken to him, oh, bait raha hai, khate nahi. So as he sat down and started withdrawing himself from the physical body, not taking any food and other things, slowly he realized that the mind is much more powerfully agitating him than the body. It is the inherent likes and dislikes, inherent tendencies in the form of vasanas, desires, unsatiated appetite. So much is there, brought in from many lives. Even though the external world is not prompting, my mind is prompting certain things. Strong prejudices, passion, lust, greed, jealousy. It's not physical body that is creating all that. It is the mind. He said, then why am I persecuting my body? He got up, looked for food. Half of the crowd went away. Mahatma, kahan aaya? He said, body is not the issue now. I understood this. Why do I make? Because that also takes away my attention, right? If the physical body is not given enough food, obviously you cannot stay for too long. Sit in quiet meditation, it starts demanding things and you become physically strained and you cannot. So physical body is tired out. He said, okay, it is not the physical body. Why should I persecute that? So he went to eat, not elaborate meal on the fast feast, food that is required for sustenance. That is why Krishna here, as you may see very clearly, Ati ashnataha nacha ekantam ashnataha yogaha hasti. Not a person who overeats, not a person who eats very less will ever be able to practice meditation. Now, how much to eat, that you have to decide. Nobody can tell you how much to eat. You tell your children how much to eat, but who will tell you? So, ekantam, not once in a while or all the time. No. Your intake of the food is decided by what kind of activity do you do during the day. If a person is a worker, a laborer, working for 8 to 10 hours a day, he will not be able to sustain with salads. A salad and what do you call that? Vegetable juice. Swamiji, that's all I drink. Vegetable juice. I tell in my mind, because you have nothing to do in the world. So you have a vegetable juice will do. Even just water will do for you. A person who is sweating and toiling for 8 to 10 hours in the field, he needs carb. He needs so much to spend. The fuel, as much as you put, that much of energy will come out of it if you are burning it. Go to from the house, get into the car. No movement, car. 1 hour, the traffic. Get up, get into the elevator, go up, sit down. For next 8 hours. Only movement is phone. And the fingers have movements on the computer. That also nowadays in a command. What's the weather now? What is it? Alexa, Alexia. What is it? What is it? Siri is, we are not an Apple person. Alexia, right? Alexa. So, Alexa. Anyway, so the whole 8 hours, then get up, I'm tired. What is tired? Where are you not moved an inch out of your table? Now, when you are physically not functioning, your physical food should be moderate. Now, when you are working for 8 to 10 hours, physically tiring out, yes, your food should be accordingly that. But you are mostly mental work, then your mind should have enough food, not the body. So nobody can say this much you should eat and this should not eat. You should not eat. It depends upon how your daily spending of energy is. That it depends on that. All right. So the only guidance that the Vedas or the scriptures can give to you is 1/3 of your stomach should be food, 1/3 should be water, 1/3 should be empty. Because the food has to move somewhere. If you eat up to this, where does it move? Anyway, so overeating is going to make you tired, make you sleepy when you're sitting in your meditation. Not eating make you tired. Neither you should be sleepy, nor you should be tired when you're sitting for meditation. Therefore, you alone is a good judge to find out what kind of food or what amount of food makes you feel sleepy, or what kind of food or what an amount makes you tired. So you should increase accordingly if it is tiring you, if you have to reduce if it is making you sleepy. And the kind of food also, what makes it sleepy. Na ati ashnatah yogaha asti na cha ekantam anashnatah. And at the same time, Krishna one more point he puts here is, don't sleep too much, don't sleep too less. Na cha ati swapnashilasya jagratah na evacha Arjuna. Arjuna, for a person who is sleeping too much or a person who is sleeping too less will ever be able to meditate. So mind takes enough rest and body as well during sleep. And how much to sleep again depends upon how much physically and mentally you are active during the day. Minimum 6 to 8 hours, 6 hours minimum is suggested to be the number of hours continuously sleeping. 1 hour, get up, walk around, have a coffee, watch TV, again sleep 1 hour, again get up. That is not correct. Continuously 6 hours during the night, again that I need to make it clear. Swami, I do it in the office. That is not accounted here. During the night, when the sun is no more, because there is the sun physically making your energy feels active. During the day when you sleep, it should be only a rest for a few minutes. Sleeping during the day is the most dangerous to the physical body. Resting, yes. Sometimes you have to. Not now. Anyway, so night, when the sun is down, before the sunrise, this is the time when the physical body is attuned to sleep. The teenagers just go the opposite. When the sun rises, go to sleep. When the sun sets down, they are in Naktanjaraha, they are called nocturnals. Night very active people. And most of us have become so used because we're working during the day, and then mind has become so active, you cannot go to sleep. Sometimes that also happens. People force them to sleep. Don't get addicted to any kind of inducing thing in the, for sleeping. If at all you want an inducement, I'm recording this lecture. Listen to it over and over again, you get tired. People ask me, Swami, how to go to sleep? I'll give you my lecture. Just put it on and you'll sleep. Definitely you'll sleep. So when the sun is down, between sundown to sunrise, between that 6 to 8 hours is the time when the physical body also knows it's a time to settle down and the mind also should rest. So before going to sleep, don't do anything too active. What do you call Jumma? What do you call it? What do they do? Huh? Jumba. But don't do it just before going to sleep. Mind should be settling down slowly. So, na ati ashnatah yogosti na chaikantam anashnatah na cha ati swapnashilasya jagratah na cha eva arjuna. Meaning, yogaha nasti. Meditation is not possible for a person who does not have moderation in food and sleep. Some people eat just before going to sleep. It's dangerous. Because the body is becoming active. Because when you put the food, you may not be active, but the body has become active because there is work. At that time you go to sleep. That will be very disturbed sleep. Or it will be very tiring sleep also. You get up and you feel tired. But where you give at least 3 hours before sleeping, you finish your eating, and then it has already settled down, done part of the work. And then when you sleep, the body, and when you sleep, it will not be tired when you get up. Now, about food and sleep it is said. What about activity during the day? So in the next verse he says, Yuktahara viharasya Yukta cheshtasya karmasu Yukta swapnava bodhasya Yogo bhavati dukkhaha Yuktahara viharasya Yukta cheshtasya karmasu Yukta swapnava bodhasya Yogo bhavati dukkhaha. When you say ha added to a word become hanti. Dukkhaha. Dukkam hanti iti dukkhaha. Destroyer or killer of dukkam, sorrow. Yogaha dukkhaha bhavati. The meditation becomes a destroyer of sorrow. Sukhaha means what? Sukam hanti. Web browsing dukkhaha, sukhaha. So web browsing is sukam hanti iti sukhaha. Yamam hanti iti yamaha. Even Yama is afraid of this Yamaha, you know, the vehicle you have. So anyway, so yogaha dukkhaha bhavati. It destroyer of dukkham. And I have explained to you what is dukkham. In Sanskrit language, kham means space. Space. In this hall, let us say there are 300 people can sit. If there are 1,000 people, what is your condition? Dukkham, no space. It's like a Bombay electric train. It is dukkham. No space. When there can be 300 people, only 100 people are there. Sukham. Enough space. When you are at a flight or a train also, when you have next to seat, nobody says, Sukham, more space for me. In the same way, in your mind there are too many thoughts, there is no accommodation for all the thoughts. Many thoughts are trying to get into your head, so many things you want to think about, everything looks emergency, everything needs to be paid attention to, and mind doesn't decide which one to do now, which one to do later. The priorities are so mixed up and everything is just in your head, noisy. That is called dukkha. No space in the mind. Whereas you are able to keep your priorities clear and say, okay, this is important right now, let me finish this and next. Okay, what is next? So you are able to systematically move and accomplish things quietly. That mind which is able to create space in the mind, sukham. Think about it. There are occasions where you have to accomplish many things at the same time. You do not know which one to do first, and then you are getting agitated, disturbed. That is dukkham. Not only your dukkham, others are also. So meditation is that which actually creates a space in your mind. Clarifies this to you. What is important to you? There are many things you may now need to do. Think about what is that which needs your attention, what some others can do. Slowly as you continue to practice looking at what is that which is most important for my personal growth of the individual soul, how my anger, lust, passion, greed, jealousy, etc. are not helping me to grow further. It's only dragging me to the world inside. My strong likes and dislikes and pleasure and passion, etc. It's only dragging me again and again to the world. And in the world there is constantly raga dvesh. Indriyas indriyasyate raga dvesho vyavastitao. Tayor navashamadachet. Tautasya parikamdino. So the strong likes and dislikes are pulling me down again and again and again, and I want to relieve myself from there because nobody else can do it for you. It's not some external thing, adjustment. It's not a comfortable seat or a home or a car. It is mind. Nobody can get in there. You have to do it. Therefore, here Krishna says, yukta aha. Earlier also as mentioned, previous verse, taking proper food, vihara. Vihara means how you do things in this world. How you move about. Viharati. Vihara. Yukta ahara, vihara activity. Yukta ahara viharasya, yukta cheshtasya karmasu. Cheshta and karma, they are two different things. Cheshta is what you do unconsciously. Karma is what you do consciously. Walking. Is it a cheshta or a karma? You know, paying attention to my walking. Is it cheshta or karma? Not shrestha. Cheshta. Cheshta means an activity. Karma means a performance, a doing. Doing with attention. That's what is called karma. Yeah, many people going here and there actually purposely, hey, don't do the cheshta. Right? We often say, don't do these kind of cheshtas. Meaning, unnecessarily, purposelessly, we don't move around. So even in the cheshta and karma, one is attentive. Am I doing for a purpose or not? Or it is a habit. Habitually we may do say many things. Gurudev used to say, some people have the tendency to shake their legs and they are sitting anywhere. That is called cheshta. When you tell them, okay. After the game starts. And Gurudev used to have a long time back when this computer and all were not there at that time, typewriter, right? And he used to dictate his notes to people, to the assistant who would travel with him. And because there are so many letters he will get every day. And You will have to answer all of them. No letter will go unanswered from him. Hundreds of letters a day. So he will dictate some of them he will write himself. He will spend 3 to 4 hours a day only in writing letters. Journalist after all. So, he's one of the times when one of his assistant was one who has music knowledge. He was quite, good in singing as well. And his habit is, whenever he is not physically doing anything, and Gurudev used to have his letter seriously reading one time. He said, this fellow, shut up. Will you please keep quiet for some time, please? Because that is a chesta. Not consciously, it becomes a habit. So, in all these various things that we consciously or unconsciously do, sometimes you unconsciously eat. That is also another problem, is it not? Kyun kar rahe ho? Because it is there. Arre? I cooked, nobody eats, therefore I eat. Why? So, this is unconsciously, habitually when you do, that is where you have to pay more attention, because that is going to be very dangerous. Yukta ahar, in eating, vihar, in the way you conduct yourself, move about. Yukta cheshtasya karmasu, in your unconscious action and conscious action, in all of them, also Yukta swapna avabodhasya, in sleep, in swapna as well as avabodha, in being awake, in all of them he has a conscious attention on what he is doing. So, this study of Bhagavad-Gita or understanding Gita is not like a religious prayer. Just do it with some 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Swamiji, every day I chant one chapter of Bhagavad-Gita. Done. For the day. But who? Please whom? Bhagavan is waiting and watching. Do you do it today? Now do it. You can do it with small children and immature children, because they have to memorize things. This is not a question of memorizing anything. It is bringing it to our life. The teaching. It's not a mechanical chanting which you do just to please somebody or please God, so called. It is where you recognize the teaching is for me to move from where I am to where I should be. So Krishna says that pay attention to what you eat, how much you eat, when you eat, how much you sleep, how long you sleep, how you sleep, how you do, what you do, why you do. See, it's an entire life-changing program. So meditation is not sitting in one corner, doing nothing for some time and getting up, finished. Meditation, finished. Get ready. Once a person has become conscious of himself or herself during the whole day of engaging in the world, his mind naturally glides into the seat of meditation, quietude, higher awareness when doing nothing. Because even while engaging in the world, while eating and walking and talking, etc., he is becoming aware. That awareness which he had maintained, sustained during the day, being conscious of everything that he or she does, during the time when he does not do anything, awareness continues to be. I hope you understood that point. Just like a singer who's singing, behind there is a swara, that tambura. The tambura is making a particular sound. When the person is singing, he is tuned to that. When he is not singing, tuning continues. Is it not? That doesn't stop at all throughout. From the time he begins the singing until he ends the entire performance, the tampura will be set to a tune. In the same way, the continuous awareness is there whether one is eating and walking or talking or doing anything. When these activities are not there, that attention continues to be. Just like a riverbed is there, whether the river is there or not. Water is there or not, riverbed is there. Picture is there or not, screen is there. Thoughts are not there or not, consciousness is there. Pratibodha vididam madam amrutatvam hi vindade atmana vindade viryam vidyaya vindade amrutam. Kenopanishad beautifully says, in every thought there is consciousness. In fact, in consciousness is every thought. There's another way around. Is fish in the water or water is in the fish? Somebody, I don't know, I'm fish out of water. No. Water is not in the fish is in the water. In the same way, consciousness continues to be whether your thoughts are there or not. When you are reducing your thoughts to bare minimum in the seat of meditation, you become aware of that awareness. You become conscious of that. You become attentive to that. You become aware of this continuous presence of the Lord within you as your own awareness. At the present moment, we have only been so caught up and so engaged in thoughts and thoughts and thoughts, we are not paying the attention to the platform on which, the background on which the thoughts are dancing. So, meditation is a greater attention and awareness. And that happens only when, during the day also, an individual prepares himself to become conscious of what he or she does, says, eats, sleeps. So, that's why in the next verse, as he said so beautifully, Bhagavan Krishna puts, Yada viniyatam chittam Atmanyeva vatishtate Nispruha sarva kamebhyah Yukta ityucchate tada Yada viniyadam chittam Atmanyeva vatishtate Nispruha sarva kamebhyah Yukta ityucchate tada. Yada, when chittam viniyatam, when the thought has ceased to be. During the day, don't become thoughtless. During the mind meditation, don't be thoughtful. Thoughtless you should not be when you are working in the world. Thoughtful you should become in meditation. Is it? Thoughtless in meditation, thoughtful while working. We do just the opposite. During the daily life, thoughtless. During the meditation, full of thoughts. When the opposite is happening, so many thoughts are coming to my mind during the meditation. What should I do? Because you never thought about during the day. Whatever you did not think about in meditation will come back. Isn't that? I should have done that. I made a mistake. I should not have said that. I made a mistake there. So, during the day of working and you become thoughtless. You never paid attention. During the meditation, it is like those people who fast during the day. Night you should see them. Oh. Very active next to the fridge. Because during the day you unnecessarily fasted. Whole day you didn't eat. Not eating means what? Thinking about eating. Waste of time. So, mind, while in the world, while working in this world, while interacting with people, while doing things, alert. And while one is in meditation, alert, all right, not about thoughts, alert about one's own awareness. So, this transformation does not happen overnight. It's not a magic. Somebody switches on, okay, now onwards. No. Anything happens suddenly will also disappear suddenly. This is a cultivation. It's like a cultivating a tree, a plant to become a tree. The roots have to start penetrating into the earth. The plant is not just on the surface, it is taking roots inside until it becomes strong, individual, strong, independent one. You have to protect it. Once it has taken roots, leave it. Nothing can shake it. Many trees that are there outside in our ashram, you see that sometimes they generously put things on your car, some seeds. Those trees are never watered by us. They find their own water. We don't go on watering those trees. We don't even have a sprinkler there. Now, how do they survive? So tall. Once they have become grown up to a certain extent, you don't need to water. They will find water for their survival. In the same way, in the beginning stages, our mind has to be tamed. It has to be made conscious of its own root. And once it has become steady in meditation, even during the day, the mind is well rooted in consciousness. That's why, yatha viniyadam chittam atmanyeva avadishtate. Atmaniyeva, in the self alone, in that consciousness alone, avadishtate, establishing. When the mind has been thus properly controlled, has taken root into this consciousness, sarvakamebhyaha nispruhaha, having turned away from all other desire-prompted thoughts or activities, such a person is referred as yukta. Yutya ityuchyate tada. Then he is called a man of meditation, yogi. So, let us sit quietly for 5 minutes. No, that's slow. Close your eyes. पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति